Welcome again. In the last video, we created a Cucumber framework using Selenium WebDriver and page object model. And as you remember, we had 4 packages. Today we will make some practice, automation testing practice together using a public website. In our Cucumber framework, under the utilities package, we had driver class. Our driver class has a singleton design pattern. What does it mean? We have a private constructor in our driver class, and so it is impossible to create more than one object from this class. And using this driver class, we have getDriver method, and in our step definition classes, we will call the getDriver method from here in order to open our driver. And also we have a closeDriver method here. We will use these methods at the end of the test cases in order to close the driver. Okay, which website we will test? This is a public exercise test, automationexercise.com. We will automate some test cases from here. Here is test cases for the UI. This is all for front-end tests. And we will automate the second test case from here. Login user with correct email and password. Let's open the steps. And we have 10 steps here, but the two of the steps are for delete function. We didn't delete our account. I created an account in order to log in today, and we will use it today. But we won't delete the account, so we will automate only the first 8 steps. I will copy this 8 step from here, and then in our framework, under the resource package, I create any file. It's a feature file. Let me call it as automation.feature. Automation.feature. If you don't type .feature incorrect, you cannot see this symbol here. So it is very important to type .feature correctly. And in this file, we will write our test steps together using Gherkin language. Firstly, we will use feature keyword. And let me call it as login functionality, login function. And then I need a scenario. Scenario is the test case. And let me call it as valid login, because we will use correct email and password. So we will have valid credentials in order to log in to the website. Valid login, this is the name of our test case. And now let me paste the test steps here. I copied them from the website. Yes, I will follow these steps here using Gherkin language. I will write the steps. Firstly, I need to go to the website. So let me use even user navigate to URL. User navigate to URL. This is our first test step. And then after the getting the URL, we need to verify that we are at the home page. Verify that home page is visible successfully. So at the second step, we need a verification. So I use then keyword in Gherkin language. Then keyword is used for verification steps. Then verify that home page is visible successfully. Verify that home page is visible. successfully. Yes. And at the first step, we have an action here. We have an action. So I use an action keyword when we need to click on sign up login button from the website from at the home page. So when click on sign up login button, and we have a verification again here. Verify login to your account is visible. Let's create this step because it is a verification again. I will use then keyword. Then verify login to your account is visible. And at the next step, enter correct email address and password. Again, we have an action. So I use when keyword again. Then enter correct email and password. Then click login button. It is again an action. So for the repetitive action, I can use and keyword because at the previous step I used when keyword, and here is an action again, and so when and click login button. And at the final step, we have a verification. Verify that login as username is visible. Then verify that logged in as username visible. After the test case, we need to close the driver. So I can write close driver. At the end of the test case, we need to close our driver. We can call this method from driver. Yes, now we have test case steps here. And now, as you see, our test cases not determined yet. And we need to define all of them in our step definition class. Let's create a step definition class under the step definitions package. On the step definition package, right click, new, and class, step defs, yes. Now, I also need a runner class. On the runner package, you let you create a class runner. In the runner class, we need to define run width. You must use this in order to run our tests in this class. Run width cucumber.class. We need to import cucumber over here. Wait a while and then import class. Okay. And after that, we need to write our cucumber options. Before class scope, we need to write these two steps. Firstly, run with annotation with cucumber.class, and then another annotation, cucumber options. Between the parentheses of cucumber options, we need to define some values, some paths. Firstly, we need to define feature files. For the feature file path, you can go over your feature files resources package and right click, then copy path reference, path from content root. You can copy this and paste here. Yes, and then another one below. GNU is the pet of our step definitions. But in this time, we can write only the package name here, step definitions. And then another one, tags. This because of which tests we want to run, we can define them here with their tags. And the last one, we don't have any tag right now, but maybe we can create a tag here just over the scenario. Let's write a tag name, valid login, and we can copy this to here. And the final dry run. When will we use this dry run? If dry run is true, this means after running the test, without opening the driver, it will create our test tabs at the terminal place. So we can use true dry run equals true for undefined step definitions. And let's now another function. We can create a report, HTML report in Cucumber. For this aim, we can use plugin, and we can use HTML. HTML reports are very useful and mostly common in the Cucumber frameworks. That means HTML report under the target package, under the target folder, and now we will call it with the name of here default Cucumber report.html. Yes, after writing this, running of the test in our Cucumber framework, it will create a target folder here, and under the target folder, it will create an HTML report. After the creation of test, we will use it together, and we can also use macron through. This is useful for the report, more understandable. It is because of more understandable reports. Yes, our runner class now ready, and we need to create our step definitions. So with the true dry run, let's run our test. Valid login tag, it is here, and we can run our test with the true dry run, so we can obtain our undefined step definitions at the terminal. Yes, here is undefined steps. It says you can implement these steps using the snippets below. Let's copy these steps from here, copy all of them, and then let's go to step definition class and paste here all steps. We need to import given them annotations from the Cucumber Java, and you can change given with star, and so we imported all the values from this library. So we given then all of them now here. Let's delete the contents of the methods. We will write the required test codes, automation test codes in these steps, in these methods. Okay. Now let's begin with the first steps. First step, But before we start the creation of the steps, we need, of course, locators. And we need to collect all locators in a class under the pages package. Let's together create a class under the pages and locators. Yes. And in this class, we need to create an constructor public public locators with, of course, constructors must be with the name of class. And here we need to write this page factory dot init elements driver get driver get driver comma this. Yes. Page factory. Okay. After creating this constructor, now we can create our locators. Which elements we need for these steps? Firstly, let's go on the home page, and the first web element we need firstly after getting this website, this homepage, we need to confirm this this homepage is visible, so we can locate this logo together. Let's right click and inspect. And we can use SRC. We can because it hasn't any unique ID here, so we can use an XPath to locate this web element. Let's write an XPath here. I use this XPath at SRC. Good. Again, let's see. I copy content of the SRC here. Yes. As you see, after writing this XPath, logo is here. It indicates the logo on the website. And now I need to copy this XPath in my locate. Firstly, I need to use find by annotation. Find by annotation. And this is for the locators. And then we will use XPath. And which XPath we must use? I copy here and paste here. Then public web element. I will call it as logo. Yes, this is our first web element. And we also need at the home page sign up login button, because in the test steps we need to click this button. Let's locate also this button. As you see, it also doesn't have any ID. So we can use again an XPath using the text login. Let me extend here. Yes, here is a sign up login text, and we can create an XPath using text. But be careful, there are some space at the beginning of the text, if you miss the space here, it doesn't recognize web element. It doesn't recognize the locate. But now, as you see, locate the web page recognize the locate from here. And now I will create another web element here. Let's find by expect again, and I need to copy my locator. Public web element, main page, sign up button, or login button, main page login button. Also, there is another login button on the following page, so we need to separate them as the name. Yes, now after clicking this button, website navigate us to this page, and in this page we will need to enter email address in this box. But before that, you will remember navigate to URL verification, click on sign up login button, and then verify login to your account is visible. We need to verify this text, login to your account is visible. Login to your account is visible. Let's locate this text now. We can again use expect with text. Let's copy this from here and paste it here. And as you see, it recognizes the locate. Okay, and let's go on again, locators page, and find by expect, and let's copy our expect locate and go again here, public web elements. We can call it as login to your account text, maybe login to your account as text. We need to verify that this web element is visible on the web page. We need to verify this web element is visible, is displayed on the page according to our test case step. And another web element, we need to enter our email address here. So we need to locate email address. Again, we can use input tag from here because we don't have any unique ID, and we can use again expect. Let's write an expect using input tag. Input. We can use data QA login email from here. Data QA login email. Add data QA attribute. Data QA equals login email. Yes, as you see, after writing this locate, web page recognizes our locate. Now I need to create my web element here, find by expect, and I need to copy this locate. And then public web element, email box. You can call it as email box. Email box. Yes. And another one, we need to, in fact, we cannot need password box because let's try after enter our email at this box. By clicking on the up button on the keyword, we can pass on the password box. So we don't need password box to locate, and but we need to locate the login button because after entering email and password, we need to click on this button. Let's locate this. This is a button tag, and we can use an expert again using button. We can use data query, or we can use text from here. Let's use this time login text. Yes, as you see, after writing this expert, web page recognize our web element. Okay, let me come back to the page and find by expert on my expert. I need to copy this. And public element login button. As you see, we have two login buttons. The first one at the main page and the second one at the login page. So I separated both of them from each other using different names. And after clicking on login button, we need to create another web element for the step of verification. Verify that logged in as username is visible. For this verification, we need to log in with the correct email. Let me write the correct email and password here. I created an account as guest underscore user gmail.com, and password is guest underscore user. If you write this email and password, you can log in the system. And after logging to the system, as you see, there is a text here, logged in as guest user. We need to locate logged in as text from here. Let's see it. Yes, you can see logged in as. We can verify this locate. This web element is displayed on the page, and so we can verify that login function is successful. Let's locate this one. We must use again an expert. I can use a text again. And I copy the text from here. As you see, some space at the beginning and some space at the end of the text. So we mustn't miss these spaces. Otherwise, the page doesn't recognize our locate. Yes, as you see, our locate is here, is correct for logged in as text. I copy from here and come back to my pages. And I create my web element again using an expert. I paste here, then public web element. Let me call it logged in text. Yes, we need to verify this web element is displayed on the page. If this is true, login function works as expected using correct email and password. Okay, now all of our web page elements are ready, and we can use them in the step definitions methods. Let's come back to our step definitions. We need to create an object from locators class at the class level. And before any methods, please create an object here using locators class. Locators. Yes, we created an object from this class. And so using these locators, we can reach all of the web elements in that class because we will need them in our steps, in our step methods. Okay, firstly, in the given, at the first step, we need to get our website for getting our website driver get driver. We need to call our get driver method from driver class and get. Let's create a configuration properties a value couple for our web page because we can call them, or we can call it from here using configurator class. So let's type here a URL https. Let's copy it from here. Yes, this is our URL, and we can call it from configuration properties file using configurator class. And let's come back to the step definitions. Driver.getDriver.get. Now we need the URL here, and for the URL we can use configurator class configurator. In the configurator class, we have a get property methods, and in this method, we need to define which key value we need. So now, in these methods, we can go to web page of automation exercise. Yes, and this is the first step, and at the second step, we need to verify home page is visible successfully. We need to verify this logo for this aim. Let's verify it in this step. We have a locators object in the class level, so we can reach all of our web elements using this object. We have logo web element here. Let's click on it, and we need to verify this is displayed. This displayed method shows that this logo web element is on the web page or not. So if this method returns us because this returns a boolean. If this method returns us a true, so we can assert it using these methods. Assert true. Assert true. Yes, and we need to assert this condition is true for this step, and that is all for this step. And at the third step, click on sign up login button. Again, we need to use locators object and login main page login button here, and then use click method. Click. Yes, click on sign up login button. It's enough for this step. And then at the next step, we need to verify login to your account is visible. Let me use locators object again, and log into your account text. We need to verify this text is visible, is displayed. Again, we will use is displayed method. It will return us boolean, and we need to assert this condition. assert true. Cut this text and paste here. Yes, this is the assertion step of this. And then enter correct email and password. Now we need to enter our email. Locators, using locators object, email box, and which methods we now use? Send case method. Using send case method, we can send the required text into the any box. So here I can write our email guest underscore user at gmail.com, and then case dot tab. This passed to the password box, and now we need to write our password here, guest underscore user. And using these methods, we can enter our correct email and password in the email and password boxes. Then at the following method, we need to click login button, locators dot login button. This is at the login page, and click. And at the following step, we need to verify login as username is visible. If we can assert again, assert true. Now locators object dot logged in text. We need to verify this text is displayed on the page. Is displayed. Yes. This method, if this condition is true, so this verification is completed. And at the final step, we need to close our driver using driver class, right? Because in the driver class, we have again close driver methods. Now our all steps are ready, and we can run our test using runner class. Let's delete these steps from here because we created all of them using working language. These are now works. Let's go to runner and right click and run. Because before we run, we need to change true to false. Because if our dry run is true, so it cannot open driver. We need to return it to false. Now let's run our test. As you see, browser is opened now. It's controlled by automation tool. No, there is no problem. Or we can see our Cucumber report using right click on Cucumber report and open in browser Chrome, and we can see all steps, all details in it. All steps are here. There is no problem. Our test passed all the tests in 25 seconds. Yes, today we created a test case using automation exercise web page, and we automate the second test case from here. And the following video, we will continue with the third test case. See you later. Thanks for your attention.